And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. It is Tuesday, the 13th day of October, 2009. Halfway point, point of no return here on this live Tuesday edition. We're going to blitz through your calls. Teresa, Mike, Roy, Earl, Saul, and others. Saul, 1-800-259-9231 is the toll-free number to join us. Dollar reaches breaking point as banks shift reserves. Gold hits record close at $1,064. Bunch of swine flu developments. Serious news with Israel and Iran. It's all coming up. Right now, let's go to Teresa in North Carolina. You're on the air. Welcome.
Hi, Alex. Thank you so much for taking my call. And first, I want to say I thank you. I thank God every day for you being there. What a strength of encouragement you've been, and the information is totally life-saving. The reason I called is I live in a little town in North Carolina where not more than, the township itself only has about 1,000 people. But the 97th Brigade from Fort Bragg contacted the political officials here in our little town, the mayor, the sheriff, the city planner, and a couple commissioners. They got together, and they want to do a training exercise here. And I begged our officials, please don't let them do this. We have no reason to have them here. But they came up and, give them all kind of reasons why they should, and they agreed to let them do it. And I'm just beside myself. I don't know what this means, Well,
let me tell you, ma'am, they've been doing it for 20 years. But before, they would just march to the town. Now they'll covertly lease some buildings and blow them up. Won't tell you when they're going to do it. They'll have helicopters fly over houses, knock over porch swings, turn things. It just happened in Kentucky. They do drills in every town and every city, and the Pentagon now admits it's to prepare the public for military occupation of the United States. But I don't think you have anything to worry about. That's the whole point of this. So that when they really do come to your town, everybody is acclimated and prepared. This is being done to teach you that it's going to be okay to have troops in the streets. Oh, they're helping at a checkpoint. Oh, they're helping with drunk drivers. Oh, they're helping with car wrecks, as they put regular Army Marines. But if you want to stop it in the town, 6 years ago, Fort Bragg did drills in 2 towns, didn't tell one group of police, and in one drill, 2 separate Special Forces candidates, it was their final training, tried to disarm police officers and were both shot and killed. And Delta Force crashed and killed some people in Houston a few years ago. They shot in an all-night restaurant in Miami. They tried to bribe the police chief in San Antonio. We stopped that. They did cause a heart attack at Casa Ricarda, attacking the a empty building, the former police station that police just moved out of that week. In Kingsville, Texas in 99. This is about acclimation. You can print off Brigade Homeland. That's the Army Times from a year ago. You can also print off Mainstream News, 379,000 regular Army to patrol America. You can see regular Army at the Kentucky Derby doing security. So this is all about training us to just accept military occupation. And we always said that. Now it's publicly admitted. And so we need people in your town to go to the county commissioners after this is over and point out you were just conditioned for occupation. You were just conditioned for this. And you can print off the articles and show them what's been done and show the Pentagon admitting that that's what this is for. Also, people locally in your town need to go out and videotape what they're doing. Because a lot of times they'll go ahead and set up real checkpoints and start policing you. This is high treason that you're witnessing. Teresa, stay there. We'll briefly come back to you if you want to give us the name of the town so people can be on the lookout for this. But yeah, it's going on in every state with foreign troops as well in many cases.
This is Alex Jones. Have you heard of the Millionaire Patriot? Well, you should. He has a free handgun and 5 days of firearms training waiting for you. That's right. You can attend 5 days of world-class gun training at Front Sight Firearms Training Institute and secure a 30-state concealed weapons permit, all for pennies on the dollar. Plus, if you act fast, the Millionaire Patriot will give you a free Springfield Armory XD pistol in the caliber of your choice. I believe now is the time that you and your family need to be armed and trained to levels that exceed law enforcement and military standards. Front Sight provides such training without any boot camp mentality or drill instructor attitudes. This is real. Don't miss out. Secure a Front Sight defensive handgun course, plus a 30-state concealed weapons permit for pennies on the dollar, and get your free handgun. Go to frontsight.com today. That's FRONTSIGHT.com. Go to frontsight.com for your training and free gun.
Teresa's in North Carolina. And I'm sure if we search engine it right now, in fact, guys, just search Army to conduct drills North Carolina or Army to conduct urban drills in city. And you'll get probably 20, 30, maybe more hits. In fact, we'll see it maybe in the hundreds. Arkansas, Texas, California, Iowa. And we've had the colonels on the show that run it. And it's in the local paper. You know, they announced in Arcadia, oh, well, we're going to run checkpoints, and we're going to practice locking the town down and looking for illegal guns, and we're going to go door to door and ask citizens if we search, it's only a drill. But then simultaneously, all over the country, including Dallas, Texas, for now 3 years, the Dallas Morning News reports like it's a good thing. See, we get most of our information from mainstream news, but they spin it. They go, isn't it good in Dallas that they come to even the wealthy neighborhoods? My point is, people say, oh, well, that's for the poor, dangerous folks. No, it's for everybody. And they knock, and they say, we're doing a knock and talk. Man, mind if we look at your firearms, make sure they're legal? And they do it. And now in Boston, they force their way in without a warrant. Chicago's doing it. Arnold, who has a 27-point approval rating, the lowest of any California governor ever, I have that, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He just passed a law that basically all ammo, they say it's just handgun ammo, but the way it's written, it's basically all ammo because they have rifles that handgun ammo can shoot in, so that's how they manipulate it. And he just says, you're going to biometrically scan, we're going to register you to buy ammo. Now they want to pass another law already announcing, as we knew they would do, to make it illegal to have out-of-state ammo. California sets the precedent for the rest of the country. California has fallen. Many people say they're glad they moved to the United States, moving out of California. Going back to Teresa. Teresa, what town are you in that they're planning on occupying for 3 or 4 days, I would guess?
Exactly. That's exactly what they said. They said they'll be here 3 or 4 days. They just want to make sure that if New York has some kind of catastrophe that we could handle the influx. I thought, how crazy is that? But
excuse me. Let me stop you. See, I'm getting key intel. In January, we had emergency managers from Indiana and other states on, and then later mainstream news confirmed it. They said a big flu's coming, martial law, millions dead. We need to be able to lock down your small towns in Indiana if Chicago collapses. So, see, they're definitely doing infrastructure takeover. Now they're not just saying, oh, this is for Afghanistan or Iraq. They're admitting this is for America. Tell us what they're saying. Tell us what the news is saying. Tell us what the city council's saying, and tell us the town.
The town is Warrenton. It's a little town north. We're only about 20 miles south of Virginia in North Carolina. And the news hasn't said anything. I mean, I got my information personally from a friend here who went to the meeting, and he was overthrown, but he tried his best to say, we don't need you here. We can take care of our own. You know, we don't need this kind of
but the regular army wants to help. Now.
Yeah, exactly. And also, Alex, I've noticed just recently that they started revamping the old armory here.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, you know where my mind took me there. I thought, oh, my goodness.
Everywhere they're taking the armories or the old bases. There's legislation in Congress, but they're just doing it without the legislation. Kind of like they spied without the legislation, without warrants. And they call them fusion centers, threat integration centers. Matrix integration centers is the real federal name. The matrix system is what they call it. That was in the Miami papers. But the point is that they are merging the police, the locals, everything into it, and it's the total takeover of your town. So what else did they say about the meeting?
Well, they just said they want to come up and do some urban training, and it's like this commissioner friend I have said, we don't need you here. This is we don't work like that. Y'all need to go train in Mexico or someplace, but we don't have any reason for you to be here to train us or to use our little town. This is nothing like you'd be going, overseas or wherever. He said, go to someplace more like where you're supposed to be shipped later. And,
well, ma'am, I'll tell you how to beat the program.
All right.
It was in, what's the, I'm having one of those moments. What's the major town right outside of Fort Bragg? Fayetteville?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, it just popped in my head, literally.